Yeah, I have to breathe first of all. You could certainly see we had still some infrastructure to set up. Um, Happy that we achieved it, like always. Thanks a lot to the technical guy, and yeah, a very warm welcome. Good morning, everybody. I'm really happy to be here. Even more happy that you are here. I know we have a very competitive lecture going on upstairs. I think implementation and what's new in implementation is really interesting. But anyway, for those who are really took the time and gave me the chance to be here, you know all is recorded, so you can have also a look afterwards in what Michael Klöffer is talking about implementation. I'm fully aware that for you as partner, this topic of the implementation part is very interesting. But I hope I can also give you some insights specifically for how you as a partner, my assumption is everybody in the room is probably employed at an SAP partner. And I would like to give you some hints, some our strategies. Spread the world, you know that we have to have this in all the slides, ALM Summit, in LinkedIn, in Cross, and so on. Also the usual disclaimer. So I will talk a little about what do we have in mind to do for our partners. I mean, we have a dedicated team led by myself, where we're trying to have a strong focus also on our partners. We know they are one of those who use Cloud ALM the most in the project. So therefore, we also see here a strong need to enable you, to inform you, and to do the things that you need. So I will have a lot of topics. Hopefully there's everything in, or everything for you kind of interesting. But before I start, and I mean, the people who know the SAP slides would know this is the moment of applause, and you can go out, have some beer and food and so on. Now this time I wanted to bring that really in the first row, because it's really a big thank you also from my heart to you as a partner, because Cloud ALM and also the past and the solution manager would not be there where it is without you. I mean, all of you are followers. Many of you already since a long time, and all the success that we have with our customers is only because there is this collaboration with you as the partner. So therefore, at the very beginning, a big thank you, and maybe you can give yourself also an applause. Okay. I mean, partners have ever been very important for SAP, maybe in the cloud even more. We all see a strong need for the customers in the transformation. I mean, yesterday we heard transformation all over the day. We are happy that we will be part in this maybe a new stream of SAP, where we have LeanIX, Signavio, Enable Now and all of that, and Cloud ALM as one of the core elements. But still, the partners, with their expertise in the projects, doing the implementation projects, bringing their consultants in all the project teams, but also the partners with their IP, with the extensions, with the developments on the API level. And this is becoming even more stronger in the cloud. To make SAP core solutions successful for our customers. And I think just this is not really Cloud ALM specific, but it really symbolizes also for me that partners are recognized, that partners are a strong part of the whole ecosystem. But also Cloud ALM is a part of that whole transformation story. You see it, we as SAP try to provide you with services, with tools, and of course there's not only Cloud ALM, we have many. You have DDA, readiness check, CBC, the transport tools, you name all of them. But I think the important thing that we from Cloud ALM side have understood is we have to bundle that. We have to integrate with all of these tools to make it easier for you as a partner to use them. So in the solution manager times, it was not always the case. That was really a huge portfolio on different tools and not so much integrated. But this has changed. Cloud ALM, we talk to all of these tool teams and try to be the orchestration tool to help you as a partner use all of these tools in the best way for the customers. So what are the expectations also to you, to the SAP ecosystem, the partner ecosystem? Of course, the best practices. Yeah? We provide the best practices within the tool as much as we can. Of course, we are not directly responsible for the best practices. Often that we also receive them from the different solutions. But we are fighting for you. We try to get as much as possible. We are also pushing these teams to really give us the BPMN diagrams, give us the accelerators, give us the test cases, and so on. So this is something that we also give to you as a best practice for the projects. Second is, of course, the tool itself. Cloud ALM for implementation, Cloud ALM for operations, for service, and also Transformation Center, which is, as you know, also part or still part of Cloud ALM, which you can use to manage a data or selective data transformation. But not only in the project, we also talk, and you know, we are part of support. Stefan Steinle, yesterday, our manager, L1 manager, he's heading all the support activities of SAP, and therefore we have a strong need and wish, of course, to improve the support relationship with customers and with you. So therefore, we try to give you appropriate trainings that you can, that your consultants have the right skills to do the S4, the success factors, and Ariba, and so on, implementations. Like just to mention here, a go live experience session. We have, for instance, also Ji Hao here. He's one of these guys who deliver such go-live sessions. It's for partners for free to show them or to get really the basic skills that you need to do such implementation. So if you have questions, you can, of course, also always approach him. And yeah, having a good consulting at the customer, being there to help customers in answering their questions. Yeah, don't create a ticket all the time. Yeah, if we have the right skills at the partner and at the customer side, then we can focus really on technical issues and not on how-to questions. So this is really also the demand that we have to our partners, help customers in solving these how-to inquiries. So when we work together, SAP and partner, and I think definitely this is a strong collaboration, both sides have or need their motivation. Yeah? And when I talk a lot with partners, I clearly hear that it's, of course, important for you to run your projects more efficient. The times are changing. Cloud projects are maybe shorter in time. Virtual working makes it possible to have several projects in parallel. So the efficiency and the predictability of your projects is a core. So we see that as one of the visions why you use and why you work with us. On the other side, we see SAP also, we have strong wishes. We want to have the projects delivered in best quality. Yeah? Good quality means less tickets or less support need, more happy customers. And I think these visions of partners and customers strongly belong together and lead in how we call 3 different missions. We're coming back to what we do in Cloud ALM now since 2 years. For the partners, we have this endorse, embed, and extend initiatives. Endorse means all partners talk about Cloud ALM, make their recommendations to their customers, give the value or understand the value and give it over to the customers so that they really understand how they should use the tool and which benefits it would bring. And for that, we have to enable you on these things. But we also have to enable you in embedding, meaning using the tool. Really commit to be a partner who is using Cloud ALM in your projects. We will help you in all our enablements that you have the knowledge to use the tool. And we give you even more. We give you the possibility to bring your own content in the tool. So it's not only a standard tool and the execution part. It can be your tool. It can be Cloud ALM as a standard methodology and tool added with your way how you use it, with your content, with your own best practices that you can bring on. This was always a strong wish. And the extend, I think this is also for many partners that are here at the summit. That's the new way of customizing. We don't have SPRO anymore, yeah, where you can whatever configure and set any actions and so on. We are talking now about extensions via APIs, via integrations of third-party solutions. This will be the new job for the consultants, for the ALM consultants out there, right? It's nothing that we invent. It's the same in S4, right? So it is a standard software in the cloud. We cannot have thousands of tables. We ship every day. We learned yesterday. Not possible to test if we give all these customizing tables. So your new customizing will be the extensions. Yeah? So adopt this and make the best for your business as well. So very quick, just that you see, I mean, in the partner ecosystem, we have these service, sell, run, and build partners, typically in the partner edge named. And yeah, this just symbolizes that typically the build partners are, of course, more in this extend area, where I'm not 100% confirmed, because I think extension means configuration, and this, of course, can go partially also in the service partners. I mean, not every extension has to be built really on Java based, so it's also low-code possibilities to do so. But where does it lead? Yeah, we have 3 main partner groups that we currently identified, or that we are dealing strong and very close with them. And this is the system integrators, of course. Yeah, every system integrator in all these vertical industries that are using Cloud ALM as their tool. They're using it every day in their project, no matter as a project lead or if they are part of the project team in the test management and release management and so on. So this is a very strong part. The second is our AMS and hosting providers. I think also here we have many of them. Our mission here might be a little different, yeah, but we also want to provide here the tools that you need to do the monitoring for your customers, to provide them the services that they need also in the cloud. And yesterday we heard also from Janko, we are aware that this is this hybrid landscapes, and we are happy that we have for both areas a strong tool with Cloud ALM and with Focused Run, which is covering these things. And then our last topic, and we always call them our family and friends here, our ALM implementation and extension partner. I assume 80% of the people in the room or at the event anyway are kind of in this area, maybe overlapping with the system integrators as well. But they have a strong focus on Cloud ALM, right? They know it, they can act as coaches, they can build the extensions, either integrations or really build new solutions. So therefore, what we see, where is our need? What do we have to provide for these 3 groups? The first group, definitely, we have to enable them on all levels, meaning in the pre-sale so that you can position it, you can explain the value, you can convince your customers that this is the right way to do projects in an agile way, in an ALM, in a life cycle approach. But we also have to provide you up to the level of, call it L3, like where you can be a coach. Yeah? We learn the tool is growing every day. And with that, it became more and more, let's call it, yeah, complex, let's say. Yeah? And for this, there's a need to explain the users and the customers how to do it. And our ALM extension partners are our bridge to those projects. The AMS hosters, I said it already, we have Cloud ALM, we have Focused Run, and our mission is to provide the tools that they can do system management, which is more in the hybrid life, the application management in both areas, and the business process management, which is strongly something that we focus in the cloud. And last but not least, our extension partners, as I said, here we have a very strong hub philosophy, API hub, and you will, if you stay in that room for the rest of the day, you will learn from Xavier a lot about all our APIs and our strategy. So this is really a strong pillar in Cloud ALM development, that we give for everything the appropriate APIs that you can use to extend whatever customers needs. Good. Talking a little about best practices, and I want to take really the chance, and you know, ALM Summit is our flagship event, and we always try to work whatever we do to on the point of this event, yeah, so that we have something available. Also, we did, or I did, because we were working in the last month on a so-called best practice paper for partners. We wanted to bring really a white paper, a guidance for our partners from the three aspects of system integrators, the hosters, application management and hosting partners, and for ALM implementation and extension partners. And this is a new document, around about 30 pages. It is now available. I just uploaded it yesterday. Here's the link, but you will also find it in the typical sources, like in our partner hub, in the SAP partner portal, but also in the partner learning journey. I will later talk a little bit about that, but here's also the link in it. So I recommend that to every partner. Read it. It really gives you good guidance. How is our position? Where are we going with partners? And just to give you a very quick glimpse into it, I don't want to go too much in detail also on the matter of time. We looked at these three partner types from the perspective of opportunity and challenge. So read it and also give us feedback. Tell me if we understand your challenges really correct. I mean, we talk to some partners, not to all, not possible, but I'm open here, right? So give us your feedback if we are missing things, if we have wrong assumptions. So we have opportunities like, okay, you'd have to deliver excellence and high quality in the projects. You would like to use predefined templates. You would also to differentiate from other partners. Yeah, what you're doing better, or where do you have more experience? These kind of things you would like to integrate in the tool. And the use cases out of it is then here what we have: embracing Cloud ALM as your main delivery infrastructure, or another one is then all this content authoring. Content means like bringing your own process content, your own test case content, your own roadmap content, whatever. And we give you also one chapter in each area where we give an outlook, so that you know where it will head to. It's not where we are today, is where we will be next year. Yeah? So this is already giving you what is probably coming down the road in the next months. Yeah? And the main idea is giving you the guidance that you understand as a partner what you should do with Cloud ALM. Here are just the next slides. I mean, I summarized a few highlights and the titles of the document. I don't want to go in that right now. We also give you very clear best practice recommendations, how you should tackle all these different use cases. Yeah? So we have the use cases, and to each use case we also describe what is our recommendation. We do that in the same way here as also for the application management and hosting service. I mean, here you have different challenges. You have on one side this going out of maintenance for the solution manager. On the other side, you have this less feature coverage for the on-prem functionalities and combining a solution of hybrid landscapes in between the tools of Cloud ALM and Focus Run. And this is what Janko has addressed in this chapter, and he's explaining not only in the slides, but really in 10 pages, written down what he sees as typical use cases and what is the outlook, what comes down the road. I mean, open telemetry, he explained already yesterday, but if you want to read it in the document, you find then the details. He also introduced the two options that you as a partner might have today. I mean, in a nutshell, it means if you would like to manage centrally from one ALM tool many customers, there's no other option to do it than with Focus Run. Because with Cloud ALM, there's only the option you work as a user of the customer in each individual system. There are possibilities to create notifications so that you, of course, get notified and then get the information out of these individual Cloud ALMs. But you have to deal this with your customer. Yeah? So there's no SAP way how you can whatever set up and then you get automatically the data from all of your customers, something like that. Yeah? So this is only then with Focused Run. But I think Janko yesterday explained this also very well, so no need to dig deeper in that. And then the other chapter, the last one, is then about the implementation, extension partners. Again, same structure. We have a lot of use cases. I mean, what are you doing, or what are these ALM experts doing? Delivering trainings, maybe helping the customers in the initial setup, being the coach over the project, being maybe an expert as a release manager or a test manager in maybe a bigger project to take all of these activities, and build the integrations to either third-party solutions or even build your own ideas in own solution extensions. Yeah. So all that together we see as typical use cases, and we have the appropriate recommendations and also the outlook for you. So I can really recommend download the paper so you have something to read for your maybe train back way or your next travel. So you have some lectures. Good. Coming to one chapter that I introduced in the beginning, it's very important for us to enable you as partners. And this is my mission with some colleagues of mine, where we try to bring the right knowledge, information, trainings, and all of that together so that you as a partner can really start using it or endorsing it. And one of the first questions is always, what about these tenants? Yeah? And maybe I want to make a clear statement again, what is the situation with the tenants? Cloud ALM is going to every customer account who has a subscription of SAP solution, no matter enterprise support or any cloud subscription. And each account only receives one Cloud ALM tenant. That's also clear. It means as a partner, in the most cases, you work in the tool of the customer, so the customer gives you a user, and you can then work in that system environment of the customer. So I would say this is the most case. There's another option for you, of course, as a partner, to work in an independent landscape for yourself, if you are also somehow a customer of SAP. Either you have a BTP developer license. It includes already enterprise support, and with that, you have the entitlement to get Cloud ALM. Or your company is anyway using any SAP software, then it's fine. Or you're using a TDD, a test demo and development license of S4. Also, this gives you the full usage rights to have your own tenant. In this case, you can use Cloud ALM independent, but of course, and we have the situation a lot with some customers, with some partners, bigger partners mainly, they are using Cloud ALM for themselves really productively, for their own IT projects, for instance, or for the implementation of any new solutions. In these cases, we will have to look in the last one here. Is it here? Because this is something we are working on, so to give the partners also the opportunity to subscribe an additional tenant, where they could split and say, okay, here's my productive, which is used from my company, and here's one that I'm using to try to develop or make demos, prepare a landscape to make showcases to my customers and so on. So today you would have to do it in one tenant because there's no other option. It's also ways with authorizations to split that, so that you say one project is only restricted view for certain people, and then you can do that. But of course, it's not perfect, and therefore we will come next year with the second tenant approach. It was announced yesterday that, and this is of course also available for partners, that you can subscribe an additional or multiple additional tenants of Cloud ALM if you need them. Yeah? It's not a must. I think in this tenant here, it's certainly possible to do most of the things you need, but we are aware there might be partners who need a separation of their productive tenant and their, let's say, trial tenant, or where they build their own content. And not to forget, you always have this public tenant for learning or getting the features early. It will be refreshed in the meantime, so it's really crowded with a lot of data, but we will start refreshing it now, and then it's then also possible to use this for demos or to learn the new features. It's all the same code line. Yeah? No matter if it's the public or the one to the customer, we have only one code line. Yeah? And if it's productive, then in all tenants. And we have a lot of really create enablement activities. Yeah, I mean this shows just an overview, and maybe we can tomorrow in our influence session go a little more into details, and you can ask me what is this about and where can I get this and so on. It's really a lot. You see the white ones are anyway available for also for customers. The gray ones are very specific for partners, and they are like in the partner portal, or as I said, this go live experience, this GLX. Then we have additional expert series that we will start. We have a partner community. This is not in place currently. We are still using the ALM community, but we are thinking if the community of partners grows more and more, we might separate and will then be only a partner community. But really, I mean, this is the summary. Keep that slide. I think it really helps you to find the right enablement things. I just would like to highlight a few of them. And this is also something that is, I'm happy that we achieved it. We were working on that since a few months. We have now an own learning journey for partners available in the SAP partner portal. So therefore, it's only accessible if you are logged in with your S user in the partner portal. And then you find there, it's called SAP Cloud ALM enablement for partners. And here it's a summary of all the relevant things. I mean, it's not redundant. I really try to be very straight so that we look, okay, what is the basics that you need to have? Only 2 webinars and the FAQs, so that's what every partner should have. Then we have a pre-sales area where you find marketing videos and some pitch information, value, and so on. And then here is the area where you can get more competent, getting an L1, L2 information, and so on. And also, where are communities, where you can find continuously updates, our quarterly news, webinars, and things like that. So also a strong recommendation. And one part of it, so it's, by the way, in here, when you here, I think this is the Cloud ALM Adoption Program. And when you click on that, that's something where we give you now the chance to also achieve a skill badge for Cloud ALM. There are some basic learnings that we recommend. It's really just a few hours, maybe 2 or 3 hours preparing. And then you can go in this web assessment, 25 questions. And after you've completed it, you would then also with receiving such a badge. And what we still or very strong recommend together with this adoption program is also that you get into our commitment partner hub. Meaning if you say, yes, Cloud ALM is for me the tool I would like to use in my projects and I'm recommending it, then we have started a list of partners where all of them are listed, and customers can see them. You will see them with the logo. And we have them also a commitment list. So this is part of the adoption program. You just follow the links, and then you will get such a form. You put the logo in and sign that that's okay for you, that we are using that logo in the Partner Hub. And then you will be part of this commitment area. And what we have changed, and with this adoption program, we had this last year. I remember I checked the slides from last year. We had this adoption program, but we did it one-to-one. We did it manually with all partners in several sessions. I mean, you saw the figures yesterday. Yeah? Cloud ALM is exploding. We get more and more partners in that area, so we have to digitalize all of these approaches. And therefore, this adoption program is now digitalized. And also, all the learnings we have to. Yeah? We have, I mean, here's our learning journey. This is what I just showed you from myself. We have still our Open SAP courses. There will be new ones coming down the road. By the way, these are the standard learning journeys. This is the new one for partners in particular. And then something that is very close is this transformation learning with a certificate. And you probably recognize that here at this event, it's the first time that you can also achieve such a certification. But it's down the road for next year that we are offering here a deep dive training for it together with the certification for a transformation consultant. And then in the next, let's say, evolution step, we would then go more into details of this transformation, like going deeper in Signavio, going maybe deeper in the API topics, going deeper in Tricentis, and so on. Yeah? So this is definitely down the road. So this is our approach to give you L1 to L3 skills that you need to use Cloud ALM. The three main portals that you should know, certainly the partner portal here was this pretty new learning journey, partners only. The help portal is really collecting more and more to be a centric place for all actual information. It's really becoming very valuable for us, so the people are pulling really more and more into it. And still the support portal, this is where most links are also available and all relevant stuff is there. So if you know these 3 pages, you should not miss any other thing. And this is our, what I said, this partner hub. Partner hub is split it in 2 areas. We have a reference area, meaning here is really partners who have a reference with a customer. This is the prerequisite to be listed there. So everybody's invited who has maybe a success story. Even if you have not a success story, but a customer who's willing to do one, approach us, we do it together. We do then a triangle, saying, okay, as we are, let's say, doing the SAP story. In the story is the customer and the partner, and if it's finished, we will publish it here in this area. But the second part is this adoption area. This is the only thing what you have to do is to sign, yes, we are committed to Cloud ALM, and if you want, you can provide us the logo, and then we push it here, and it will be listed in our partner hub. What I would do then is, of course, and you see some, I started it a few weeks ago. I received the reply so far from these partners that they are committed and that they are fine that we are using the logo. I hope that next year when we stand here together, the slide will be, maybe the thumb up will be very small and the letters also, and the full slide is full with partners. That's my hope, and you can help me on that. So if you're committing or want to commit to Cloud ALM, approach us. We take you on that. Good. Then a quick glimpse into the extension part. So the partners who are more in the extension area. We see here 3 areas of extension. In the implementation, and this is strong overlapping, of course, with the system integrators, because bringing the own content into Cloud ALM, like the processes, test cases, methodology, should not require any technical skills. So therefore, we have here upload functionalities. We're using our own APIs, but bringing them into the application so that you can upload your test cases, your processes, your hierarchies, your requirements, your tasks, and so on. The second one is then, more on the API side. So we have different APIs already available, continuously evolving this area. And this is where you can integrate third-party solutions, where you can integrate BTP solutions, BTP services. Many of them are already there, like notification, like workflow, IRPA, and so on. And it's just simple to integrate them then at these APIs, or go with ServiceNow, go with Jira, go with Workforce, and so on. And the last part is then what we call this extension. This is then really for, similar what we did here with our Almathon, that you come with new ideas, you develop your own solutions, you see gaps in our tool, and you would like to bring them on the table. You would like to give it to the customer. So build these extensions based on our APIs. And I will show you later also that we are helping you to commercialize these, that you can really build them and also bring it to the market. The technology, and I'm sure Xavier will go much deeper in it, just very open. We have 2 main areas. They are all based on the same APIs, but in general, we have this open API philosophy that every tool or every partner can connect it. So they are all in the SAP API Business Hub available, also for testing, that you can immediately try with these APIs. And the other one is what we call built-in integration. This is what I said was BTP. So we have already predefined BTP services that are fitting very well to certain use cases in Cloud ALM. Like also document management will maybe use them. Cloud TMS, Analytics Cloud, just to name also some more. But also with ServiceNow or dedicated other solutions, we have here already predefined built-in integrations. So that's the whole picture. Of course, you can imagine we have it for operations here, more in the status and metrics and alerts. We have the typical APIs here that you need for to extend the processes in implementation, in change management, testing, process and documentation, and some cross APIs as well that are covering landscape or analytics in general. Analytics is very strong, so you can really build an external dashboard based on all kind of informations out of Cloud ALM, and build it in Analytics Cloud or Grafana or any other tool that you want. So very strong recommended. For implementation, just the current status. Yeah, you see the green ones are already there. Those here with this yellow are on the roadmap, coming soon. Unfortunately, there are some that are really crucial, like here our solution process diagrams. This is strongly expected already since a few months. Yeah, we see it down at the road. It's really coming, and Michael promised for this year. I think this will really help a lot to upload also your own process diagrams. In project, we are pretty good. Testing only currently this manual step-based test cases. And then here, features and documentation is all down the road. But yeah, we learned yesterday we are shipping almost daily or bi-weekly with our toggles. So you can expect here an ongoing new development. And a strong recommendation, follow this guy sitting over there, Xavier. I mean, not here today at the event, right? Follow him in the ALM community because he writes great blogs. As soon as a new API is available, there's always right after a blog explaining the API. So with that, I also stay up to date what is coming down the road and what is available already. So strong recommendation, Xavier Dupera. He's the one, follow, and then you get very good blogs in the community. Yeah, also the solution extensions, I don't want to go too much in details of them. This is more really also on your innovation, on your creativity. The idea is here in regulated environments, maybe in the design. In builds is typically Scrum boards, Kanban tools, and so on. Just some ideas where we don't do anything at the moment, yeah, which gives white spaces, as we call, for partners. If you want to develop here something, take this chance. But, and this is this little box over there, do it with us, or at least tell us. Yeah, it can only be beneficial for you if we know that you are doing something in a certain area. We will not steal your IP. Be sure our roadmap is full. We just can help you. Yeah, so take this channel back to us as well. So what is down the road for partners? I said already. Thank you. I get a few minutes more for that stress here, right? What is down the road? We also do increments for partners. Yeah? And our first increment this year, we strongly focus on these APIs. Yeah? We want to make this picture complete because we think that's the most important thing for the partners to extend Cloud ALM, to bring their own content into Cloud ALM. We have to fulfill, first of all, the API challenge. Yeah? So this is down for us one of the most important things. And what we would like to do is doing POCs with you. So we have after this session is an introduction of a POC that we did with a partner. But there's more. Building a template, using maybe dashboards out of our analytics KPIs. If you are a partner who would like to do that, maybe for your company with us, please approach me. We are looking forward to really to do POCs with you. So what is planned next? As I said already, we will get a second Cloud ALM tenant option, yeah, via subscription. And this gives then new opportunities for you as a partner to own an own tenant, to use it, to extend it, to build maybe your extensions there so that you are a little more independent. I think this is down the road for next year. We are doing this together with the subscription also available for customers, so this is not only for partners, of course. And then what comes next? I mean, we learned there will be integrations in Cloud ALM with Signavio, with Enable Now, with LeanIX probably. Yeah? And what we would like to do is, of course, also give you as a partner the chance to bundle this, yeah? To get maybe a partner-specific licensing that is available in Signavio. Or I know Enable Now, they have already partner-specific licensing that you can give to your customers in the project, and the customers can then buy it after the project or not, and so on. So they have good bundles, and we would like to bundle also here Cloud ALM with these offerings specifically for partners. And in increment 4, we would like to leverage more our service and support data lake. So this is our synonym for all this AI technology, which is this based on. And we would see a lot of use cases probably with partners where they say, yes, AI technology makes sense in Cloud ALM, here or there. And this is something I would definitely go also with you in discussions. If you know such use cases and give us hints, we would like to do so. So it's definitely planned, not yet scheduled current date. And last but not least, and this is, please take that, this is not decided yet. There's no promise that there will be a Cloud ALM for partner tenant or whatever. We sometimes discuss it, we sometimes release it again, and then we discuss it again. So we still have not decided if the use case is really strong enough to give a different code line for a Cloud ALM for partners. Yeah? You can convince me, I'm here for the next 2 days. If you have really good use case and you say, yes, we need an own Cloud ALM tenant with own code line, with own features for partners, let me know. Yeah? I will be your fighter in these discussions, but if I don't have good arguments, Michael and Janko will just kill me because then they take the resources. Good. One thing for those who are VARs, value-added resellers, there's a session, here on Friday. Good news here, there will be some introduction in the session about the so-called adapter here, where you can connect for ticketing from your own ITSM ticketing tool via Cloud ALM to SAP. Yeah? So listen careful, not saying Cloud ALM will have an ITSM solution, but Cloud ALM will be the backbone connection to SAP for sending tickets then to SAP. I mean, we have this today in the VAST scenario with Solution Manager, and this will be the successor solution, how this can be done in the future. But learn more from Wilhelm Jütte on Friday in this room if you're interested in that. So what will I do? It will not be boring next year. I will do a roadshows or many roadshows. I try to bring Cloud ALM into the regions for those who cannot maybe come to such an event. I hope we can do some POCs, dependent if we have some partners that are raising hand and want to do it. We will do partner events. There's another conference only for partners in spring next year in Walldorf. We will continue doing our Hack to Build. We will do events together with Signavio and Tricentis and so on. We will leverage the benefit catalog. Does somebody know benefit catalog? Partner benefit catalog? 1, 2, okay, 3. Not the majority, right? I mean, the partner benefits catalog is really a nice thing. You find a lot of free services only for partners. It's in the partner portal. And we will bring in there also offerings, like you get an onboarding support, or also this roadshows will be announced with this partner benefits catalog. So strong recommendation, not Cloud ALM, of course, it's for all partner types. Get a lot of free stuff there. We will do campaigns, probably starting for success factors, trying to convince them that Cloud ALM can also help them. And we will continue in building this certification and partner trainings and badges. So this is the go-to-market that we plan for next year. I think that was introduced yesterday. I just wanted to remember that it's partners as well, right? So it's not only needs or feature requirements from customers, also partners can use it. So do it. So this is your channel into SAP for all feature requirements in implementation and operation. And quick promo, the Almathon, I will introduce that tomorrow. I hope you all will join. I think this is a very interesting opportunity for this extension part, where we guide customers in building extensions in a hackathon, with the opportunity for the winners to introduce their solution here in the ALM summit. So it's really now a full hackathon. So we have a hack to build week or 10 days, where then the main development works. We have a jury, kind of a semi-final. They selected then the top 6 teams, and these top 6 teams are here today or tomorrow and will present again. But the most important thing is what we have achieved this year, because we do this together with the BTP build teams. These guys will help you bring your tool to the market. So they have meetings until, if you want, until you can bring your solution in the SAP store and commercialize it and also make money out of it, right? So hackathon is always nice, but if your manager asks, what are your time spending for, then you can say, yes, I will create a new solution for our company, and it's on SAP store, and we can sell it, right? So it has a meaning, yeah, all of our Almathon stuff. If you are on the SAP store, by the way, we also would promote you here in the reference area. So reference is either a customer story or your product is on the SAP store, and then we would also promote it here in the Partner Hub. Last, or almost last, information, it's important if you would like to stay in contact with me as the Global Partner Rollout Manager for Cloud ALM. I cannot approach you if you don't give me the allowance. So there's a Notify Me page. If you're not registered there already, please do so. No commercial or no marketing or whatever, it's just for me. So then you get the invitations to new services for Cloud ALM, partner conferences and things like that. Yeah? So please use that if you're interested in it. This is just the idea of this roadshow, that what we would like to do next year, just in the planning, let's say. Yeah? So we have some locations in mind. We will come there for one day, do a compromised session, what we did here, maybe in the old ALM summit, but with a focus on partners, trying to do this in one day next year in the locations. And we will have the third time our conference in March, probably in March, so the day is not fixed yet. Just some pictures from last year. It's always a nice meeting with other partners. It's only for partners as well. Cloud ALM, we have booths for Tricentis usually, also Signavio you can touch and feel, and so on. And this year we do it together with the S4 partner kickoff. So if you anyway plan to come to Walldorf for this S4 HANA partner kickoff meeting, you can combine it, because we do a shared evening event. So you stay just 2 days and you can cover both things. So with that, I'm at the end. Sorry, Konstantin, for a few more minutes. Last words: embrace Cloud ALM and be one of our ambassadors, and then also get empowered from it to use and extend it. With that, we don't have time for questions. I was sure that this will be the case, but I blocked for tomorrow an influence session where all of you are invited. Come over there. If you have now questions, let's talk about it then tomorrow in this influence session. If you don't have any question there, I will feed you with some polls that I have prepared. So also happy to have many people there, because with that I can learn what is your triggers and what are your needs. So with that, thanks a lot and enjoy the rest of the event.